Okay, perfect. We're live. Let's get good. Let's get a good cinematic going. There we go. Right, perfect. So today we've actually got some traffic, which is nice and good. So today we're going from Zurich to Gatwick on the TUI, which was formerly the Thompson 787 Dreamliner. Alright. What is that? I don't want that. General sound, voice, turn that off. There we go. So I finally got the jetways working for Gatwick, so that's why we're back here. Basically, I just had to reinstall the airport and then sort the GSX profile again. Turns out the first time the problem was with SOD, but then I didn't realise that, and I tried to overcompensate for that. So I started adding in new files, deleting old files, and yeah, I completely messed up the airport. So I just had once I'd got SOD working again, I just had to reinstall everything. So we'll start in just 1 minute, just so I'm getting the rest of the sim set up. Okay, so once we've just got the weather set up, just check in to see active sky to see if that's working. Just want to make sure that the AI traffic is going to the right runway, because that would be helpful. It'd be helpful if it was working. Right, so that's fine. We can go ahead and get started. So what we'll do, we'll turn off cinematics and we'll get right in there. So first thing we'll do, we'll request the catering because we need some food. Go with Sky Chefs. I think that's the one that TUI normally uses. Right, so they seem to be lining up on this runway. I believe this... Whoa, what was that? Right, that's a 767, so yeah, I guess we can go off this runway then. What does it say? It says to us... That one could be the one, actually. Let's get Navigraph up. Navigraph charts. So, let's go to Zurich. Okay, so the... Is this the one? No. We'll need the airport info, taxi. There we go. So, this is runway 28. And the flight plan says we're taking off on 3:34, which I don't think is correct. So we might need to change that. No, we'll stick with it. Okay, so yeah, we'll go with 2.8 and we'll see if we can get the SID the same. Okay, so the battery has to be on for us to get the parking brakes up, so that's fine however way that is. Right, now we've got the catering coming. Now this is one of the ones from Amsterdam, not one of the ones from London, so a bit worrying, but it's fine. Right, let's go and get the cockpit set up. So what we'll need to do is we will go to the overhead, and what we'll do, battery's already on, get the APU gens and the cabin lights on, get the external powers on, it's fine, set the IRSs. Right, yeah, that's all come alive. Set the IRSs, flight deck door power on, emergency lights can come on, window heats, we'll get all of them on. We'll leave the hydraulics for now, we'll leave the seat belts for now. We're about to get the stick shakers, aren't we? Yeah. Right. Doors need opening, so we'll get them open. What is it? Door 2 and... oh, there we go. Door 2 and door 4. Yeah, that's fine. It's a bit of a small aircraft. Well, it's a small, large aircraft in the weirdest way possible. I think that 777 should be lining up. Yeah, there we go. Oh no. Oh, that's quite cool. So yeah. So we've got the General Electric engines on today. So we will go ahead and test the fires. That's all working fine. No problem there. And we'll go ahead, get the fuels on, fuel pumps. Now that's one thing I need to do. I need to go and check the EFB on this one, because we need to go ahead and get the performance set up and the fuel set up. So we'll go to dispatch over here. Now we are going to be using £35,000, no, well, £36,000 of fuel today. So 36,000 divided by 4 is 9,000. So we set 9,000 in the wings. And we set 18,000 in the centre. Set fuel tanks. Payload. Business class will go with 13 people. Economy class will go with 198. Cargo, just standard. Bulk cargo, standard. And aft cargo, just normal. Set the payload. Right, so that's fine. The total weight is basically £37,000. Pedestal. The radio's already on for us, I believe. Yep. And the radios are set for now. So, continuing up here, ELT is set. Raceric fans coming on. Left pack and right pack coming on. The trim airs are on. The ventilation's already on for us. It's good, and we'll get the nav light on. Oh, 777 still hasn't taken off. Oh, what is that? What is that? You got a little Cessna. Oh, that's not good. Right, we get the right door closed, and we can request boarding now. Number of passengers. What did I put on here? Closed door 4. So I put 13 and 198. So that's 211. 211. Put that in, and we'll go ahead and get the cargo doors open, because that'll be coming to us in a minute. Right, perfect, they're open. Where's that? There we go, here we go. I want to watch this 777 take off, actually. Let's check it in the static view, actually. That might look better. There we go. Yeah, that's good. That's good. That's a good view. See, it has to wait a minute to take off, otherwise it'll just eat the plane in front of it. Right, here we go. I wonder if it'll make any noise. It probably won't, but... Here we go. Oh, it does make a bit. That's alright. Yeah, I like the new AI traffic. Almost just took out the catering truck. That's alright. Right, so getting back into here now. So the cargo loaders are there. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and start getting the FMC set up. So let's get down there. Right, we'll get the auto brakes to reject to take off. Just getting that prepped. Right, so now we've got the nav data fixed as well, because that was on 1907, so now it's on 2007. No, it was 1913, that's the one. Now it's on 2007, so that's perfect. So we'll put in Zurich as our airport. And what gate are we at? We are gate E42. So it's not on there. 42. Right, let's just check what Navigraph says, because I mean, if that's what it's saying. Parking stands. Well, that would just be 42, wouldn't it? Dock E. Certain terminal. Well, it should just be E42. You know, forget that for now. The position's already set, so that's fine. Our route today is going to be Zurich to Gatwick. We haven't done Gatwick yet, which is surprising because it's quite a used airport, especially with. I didn't have that turned on. Right, so the runway we're going to be using today is runway 16, was it? Again, let's. Oh, why don't I just close Navigraph? Right, Navigraph charts, there we go. Now I believe it was... Yeah, there we go, that's where we are. 28, so I'll put that into it, because that's where all the other traffic's going, and I'll just join in with that. So runway 28, flight number. Our flight number today is TUI. It used to be TOM for Thompson, but now it's TUI. So TUI 375. And that's fine. So we'll go to the departure and arrivals. Runway 28. Our city's going to be B3W. Activate that. And our arrival is going to be runway 26 left.
Welcome aboard this flight. May we remind you
And
that all seatbacks and tray tables need to be in the
KUNAV 1G is going to be our star. QNAV 1G, that's fine. Any transitions?
Prior to pushback on the gate, please ensure that your seatbelt is securely
Nope, no
fastened.
transitions.
Personal cellular telephones may be used while parked at the gate with the main cabin door open.
Right, that's fine.
We will advise you when they must be turned on.
Actually,
For customers
I think
seated in
our
rows
transition
identified
was
by the words, "No children this row," please review the white safety card in the seat
QNAV
bucket
1G. Yeah,
The
CF26
use of
left.
some portable
That's the one.
electronic devices is prohibited while on board the aircraft. Once airborne,
Yeah, there we
you
go.
will be advised when the use of approved devices such as personal computers
Right,
and
so
compact
let's put in some of the legs.
is
So
prohibited. A
after
complete list of
after
approved devices may be found in the
that's
magazine.
not the right bit. And where's page 1? There we go. Where's QNAV? There it is. So stick this, put it here. That's fine. KL002, that's not the right one, so after that it'll be on this one, so LASUN, LASUN, put that there we go, and then it is RLP, no sorry, it's DIDOR. And then it is IRBAL. So IRBAL. And then after that, it is straight into QNAV. So it's fine. All looks good. Let me actually turn this one down a bit. Turn the range down so I can actually see. There we go. Right, yeah, so it's just behind us anyway, so we'll be able to go after this. I love the flight deck of this aircraft. Is that the cargo done? Oh no, the cargo's just arrived. That's fine. What, we still got another 40 or so passengers to come on board using the slow jetways, so that's all good. Right, I'm going to go ahead and get the APU set up, or started up, and we can get the hydraulics on. Oh. And get the centre fuel pumps on. I'm just going to make sure this is working. Yep, the head-up display is working. So I'll be able to use that when we take off. Oh, I thought for a second it changed runways. That wouldn't have been good. Luckily, I don't think I'll probably have to get in line this time, so that's good. Right, so I actually want to switch the ICAS there, that's fine. And I want to zoom in on where I am, and then I'll switch it back. Just for now. Because we'll need the engines there. Alright, the APU's running, so we can go ahead, get the external powers off, and we'll remove that. We'll set the parking brake. Oh, yeah, set the parking brake. Remove the wheel chocks. That's fine for now. Get the cabin lights on, set them to full brightness, and we'll stick them to a light blue because we're flying with TUI today. Can't really see that, but it's fine. It's even like a low amount of noise that comes just from the APU. It's brilliant. But yeah, so I'm just going to wait for the cargo to load onto the aircraft. Should be a good flight. Should be quite smooth. The weather doesn't look bad at all, so that's a good sign. Right, so one thing I'm going to need to do now actually is, because we're on our own power, I'm going to go ahead and set the beacon light on. And we'll put the passenger signs on because passengers are nearly all boarded. Or I think they might all be boarded actually. So that's all good. I'm going to put the cinematic mode on just while the cargo is loading. There we go, that's a good view, that's a good view. So, I haven't flown the 787 on a full flight since I got my new sim, mainly because I was having a couple of issues with it. First off was the first route I chose to fly it on was Zurich to Gatwick, but no, not Zurich to Gatwick, sorry, Gibraltar to Gatwick, but that didn't work out in the end because what happened? The navigraph wasn't working for the 787, so the aircraft didn't recognise Gibraltar as an airport, which is a bit annoying, but you know. What else? I had a couple of issues. Of course, like SOD, that was a big issue that really got on my nerves. But it's all working now, so. Okay, that should be the cargo just about done now, so go ahead and turn the cinematic off. That's so all good. But yeah, so I'm glad I've got live traffic working as well. Well, I say live traffic, it's AI traffic, but I think it is like live as in what it would be. Although of course you've got some old liveries around here, like of course you've got the American 767 next to us, which I don't even know is still I don't even think is flying anymore. We got a 787-9 over there, and I believe there's a 787-8 over there. No, I think that's a -9 as well. But yeah, what else have we got? So let's check some of the other other aircraft. We got Singapore A380. We've got Thai something. I think that's a 777 by the looks of it. We've got Cathay Pacific. I believe that's also 777. Is that Etihad? Yeah, Etihad 787. That'll be either a -9 or a -10. Delta A330. Those are like some of the heavies, and then of course you've got like the lot Embraer E-Jets. You've got some of the Swiss A320s, Iberia, EasyJet, British Airways. Of course, a lot of Swiss aircraft. It's a big airport, but it's like not as big as some people think in a weird way. I don't know how to say it, but yeah. It's big, but not in the way that everyone would think. If that makes sense, it probably doesn't. But yeah. So, boarding's now completed, so we can go ahead, shut the cargo doors, and shut the entry doors. Right, looks like that's all working.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have just closed the main cabin door. All
There we
personal cellular
There we
telephones
go.
must be
That's
turned
fine.
off and stowed for the duration of the flight. Flight attendants, prepare doors for departure, cross-check, and verify straps.
Okay, so I'm just going to check the overhead panel just to make sure we're ready to push back, and then I'll check the pedestal. So that's all good coming down here, all good coming down here. Yeah, that's fine. Coming down here, we're looking fine, and the lights are all good for now, and the air conditioning and pressurization is all fine. So that's all good for the overhead panel. Down here, we've got to set up the MCP, but we'll do that in just a moment. So it looks like we're ready to push back. I think I just need to finish stuff on the FMC
Once
quickly.
again, ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to welcome you aboard this flight on the Dreamliner. At this time, I'd like to direct your attention to the flight attendants while we review safety information about the 787.
Okay, so
Your seatbelt should fasten at the
request the
front.
wind
It's our
data,
policy that you keep your
sort the
seatbelt
performance
fastened
out.
at all times.
Reserves are going to be
The
11.2.
exits on the 787 are marked with the exit sign. Please locate the two exits.
Cruising altitude is going to be 34,000 feet.
Behind you. This aircraft has escape path lighting, a change in color, or an exit sign
Cost index of 16.
Should oxygen be needed, mask will appear from the compartment above your seat. If you're traveling
Execute
with
that.
someone with systems,
Thrust
put on your mask
limitations.
first and then
Take off
off your
normal.
assist.
Climb normal.
Your life vest is located in a container beneath your seat.
Thrust is fine. Center of gravity is 22%. Flaps are going to be 10 degrees. There's no 10 degrees. What's the next one? 15, that's the one.
This is a non-smoking flight. Smoking is not allowed in the cabin or laboratories. All laboratories
Right,
are
that's
equipped with
fine.
smoke detection systems and federal law prohibits
Right, looks
everyone
like we are just
disabled
about
or
ready to
destroying
go.
systems.
Route
As
data,
you
we'll
get ready
load
to take
that.
off, please
Oh,
help
wind
us
data,
prepare
sorry.
the cabin by making sure all
VNav.
carry-on baggage is stowed,
Do we
oxygen
need to do
masks,
descent
trays,
forecast
and
still?
all
Yeah, we
right.
do.
Headrests are lowered,
Request the
and
descent
seatbelts
forecast,
are stowed.
and then we'll be ready to go.
Customers are required
So you know,
to
actually,
follow
I'll request the
safety
pushback right now.
and adhere to crew members' instructions.
Prepare for pushback and departure. We'll go for a nose right pushback. Wind data is 0 hours old. Perfect. Descent forecast, does that even work? Transition level is going to be 18,000 feet. Cruising altitude, close that. 34,000 feet. Still can't request it? No. Right, that's fine. We'll push back anyway. Jetways should have already gone back, but yeah, that's fine. So we're ready to go. Okay, so I'm gonna keep. I think I've got to keep these blinds open, haven't I? Yeah. Right, that's all fine. Nose right. Parking brakes released. All engines clear. Start at will. Starting engines. So, left engine.
Okay, starting engine.
Starter on.
Ground to flight deck.
10%.
Cockpit.
14, 15,
Clear to start engines.
Roger. Clear to start.
19,
Start both engines.
20, 21, and when we get to 22, we'll go ahead and put the fuel in. Left fuel. Got the General Electrics coming on, which is very nice. Right, that's fine. Just check above us, make sure everything's alright. Are we still going towards the right runway? Because nothing seems to be taking off or landing at the moment. We should be. Yeah, it looks like we're going towards the right runway, so. What's that? Right, that's that engine sorted. So we'll get on the right engine now. Starter on. 10, 15, 19, 21, and 22 fuel in. What is that? No. Leave that as it is. Right, it's coming online. Well, at the moment, TA only. Parking brakes set. Just give it 1 second. What was that with that? That's fine. Right, yeah, I'll confirm good engine start. Okay, now both engines are running. Generator all fine, we'll get the APU off. Get the head-up display down. That's all good. just want to make sure aircraft are still departing from that runway. I'm 99% sure they are, but not 100%. Right, nothing seems to be taken off at all, so it'll be fine either way. Right. Go and get flaps 15. Whoa, what was that? Why is it just gone like that? Right, 5 and 15. That's fine. Right, we'll get the MCP set up. So auto throttles armed, flight directors can come on. LNAV and VNAV set. Initial climb is going to be to 18,000 feet. So let's just sort that out. 18,000 feet. Our V2 speed is 141. That's quite low actually. But we'll set that in. Ready that up. Okay, we're ready to go, so we'll go ahead, get the taxi lights on. Everything's fine on here. Time's fine, date's fine, 21st of June. That's not right, but whatever, we'll leave that. Right, that's all fine. We'll set the arrival soon after takeoff. Right, that's going. So what we're going to do, remove the parking brakes, or release the parking brakes, and let's get going. See, because we're quite light, it's literally creeping forward without me having to put any power in, which is it's a bit weird, but it's all right. So it should, if we're hoping, it should be quite a clear arrival into Gatwick today, as well as quite a clear departure from Zurich, which is what we're looking for. Right, I'm just going to go ahead and switch the ICAS. Why is it not? Oh, clicking the wrong one. There we go. Right, so we're going to turn left here. Should take us onto the main taxiway, which is all good. Oh yeah, 10 knots of ground speed, 9 knots, that's all fine. It should creep up to about 14 by the time we get to the end of the taxiway. Or even higher. But of course, we put any little less power in, we go straight to reverse thrust, so can't exactly do that, can we? Right, we're going up to 12 knots now. Right, 15 knots. We're going to try and coast about here, so I'll just hit the brakes every time we get to 16. Want to try and keep it at 15, just till we get to the end. Now you don't see I say you don't see too many Dreamliners at Zurich. You do see like United and Etihad, but that's about it. Because of course, Swiss don't have any, Edelweiss don't have any. Of course, any aircraft that really does operate out of here doesn't really use one. So our QNH is 30.21. So we'll put that up now. That's not what it's in. Yep, 3021.
Flight attendants, please be seated for departure.
3021. There we go. Right, we'll bring it down to 20, and you know what, we're going to slow it down as we approach the runway. Now, what would this tell me? Zurich ground, if I just went to depart straight out. Runway 16. So yeah, why is traffic doing something different then? Why are they using 2A? I don't know. Are they actually using something different, or are they actually using 1.6? No, they're not. They're not, so... Right, we can go ahead and take off now. So, go ahead and get the landing lights on. Strobe lights can come on, taxi lights can come off. And TCAS can go to TARA. And we're good to go. Put a bit of power in. Don't even need too much because it will just go automatically. Whoa, why is that going straight? I knew that would happen. I knew that would happen straight away. Brilliant. Gotta wait for that one to go. Just gonna set the parking brakes. That's why I couldn't tell anything from there. It doesn't even look like it's moving. If I go to... Yeah, I wouldn't have been able to see if that was moving, but hopefully that should just go ahead and just park straight away. I'll line up as soon as it gets past the second piano keys, or the first set piano keys. Because it looks all fine. Right, let's go in. So, get the parking brakes released. And we'll go ahead and get lined up. In all honesty, I did not see that then. Not even on the higher view, so... Okay, that's fine. Yeah, it's a business jet. Some rich guy thinking he's better than me. Right, there's nothing coming in behind me, is there? Nah, that's fine. Right, we'll give that 1 more minute and then we can go ahead and take off. Right, we'll wait till that gets 3 miles and then we'll... 9 and 3, that's fine. %, power, stable, toga. Right, I'm just gonna increase the range on this actually.
80 knots. Check.
100 knots.
Speed 1.
Rotates.
D2.
Positive rate. Gear up.
Gear up.
They're saying it all as well. It's one of the things I like, but actually also don't like about the Quality Wing 787. Right, flaps 5. Right, auto throttle is on. Okay, and flaps 1.
Flaps 1. Flaps up.
Right, and time to start the left turn. Okay, it's coming around nicely. Yeah.
Monitor vertical speed.
I think that's saying we're going up too fast. Yeah, that's saying we're going up too fast, but that's fine. Right, flaps up.
With our flight on
Clear
board,
of
I'd like to
traffic.
welcome you aboard. I'd also like to offer a special welcome to our pilot and flight flight. You'll be running down your miles on your flight today. If you're not a member, please visit us at QWing.com. In just a few minutes, we will be beginning our complimentary meal and beverage service.
Right, that's fine.
First class equipment.
Right, we'll get back onto
Folks,
course.
beer, wine, and margaritas can be purchased with the debit or credit.
Autopilot on.
Right.
Takeoff checklist.
Autopilot set.
Autopilot command.
In-flight entertainment available
Wow, look at that. God, I love, this is one of the reasons I love Switzerland. I mean, just look at those mountains, it's beautiful. Right, we'll get the head-up display off. And we'll turn the range up on this. Right, so the star actually won't take too long to come out of, really. Should be quite a quick one. But yeah, now we're coming up to 10,000 feet, we'll be able to turn the landing lights off soon. I mean, it's a high altitude, high elevation airport. Like, I think when we took off we were already at something like 4,000 feet, so you only really need to go up to 6,000. Right, and that's 9,000. It's weird how you got some aircraft on there like Cessna 286. That's like 400 feet by the looks of it. Right, 10,000 feet. So, no, not that. We'll go ahead, get the landing lights off. Probably set us to standard altitude. Cool, that's a brilliant looking aircraft. It's a great airport as well. Aerosoft have really done a good job on that. But yeah. I'm going to try and put on some cinematic views because they look great. Yes, that's brilliant. That is actually great. What's the next one? Just check the next view. It doesn't let you choose that, does it? Is there one for next view? Next angle, just clicking that, yeah. Oh, that's a great one, that's a great one.
Ladies and gentlemen, the use of a portable electronic
Yeah, what have we got down there? System ones. There's a lot of general aviation aircraft down in Switzerland, so it's a great one. Right, so I'm going to start, even though we've only really just taken off, I'm going to start planning the approach into Gatwick. So menu, go to performance. We've already done the takeoff, so show landing, copy FMC data. Gatwick, 26 left, flaps 30, cat 3 config. We're not going to use an auto land though. I want to try and go manual for this one. Conditions, dry, anti-ice config is going to be off. Reversers, no credit. Spoiler config, auto. Brakes, I'll go with max auto for now. Let me just have the keyboard, max auto. I don't know if I need to actually. Yeah, we'll stay with max auto. Reversers, all off actually. So we'll just do auto brakes. And that looks fine. Let me check Active Sky. What are they going to say about conditions at Gatwick? So that's going to be wind is going to be 200 at 7. So 200 at 7. Outside temperature going to be 19 degrees Celsius. 19. Do I need to put 19C in there? 19C? Yeah, it's 19. QNH 1027. Right, so that means we're coming up to 1027. Why is it done that? QNH 1027. Okay, we'll leave that for a minute. Right, yeah, coming up to 18,000 feet, so we'll bring that up to 34,000. The next stage of climb. Flight level change and what are we doing? Right, 2,000, 3,000. That's fine. It's going to be a fast departure. Right, so it does say 1027, so I don't know why it's been going like that. Right, QNH. That's fine. 1, 0, 2, 7. There we go. Now that's it. Calculate. Send output. Send it to FMC. So we're going to need to come across there, and we will accept that. Flaps 30 at 140 knots. Accept. Wind correction 5, so it's going to be 145 knots. That's all good. So we can turn that off for now. Don't really need it. Just wasted frames, as far as I know. No, actually, I don't know if we can get charts on here, because of course we've got Navigraph set up, so we can probably put charts on here as well. Yeah, terminal charts. EGKK, no, that's our destination. Departure is Zurich, even though we've already departed. You use airports from FMS. There we go. Complete. So, Gatwick, I want to see the star, which is ILS runway 26. It's ILS 2, runway 26. Oh wow, that's fine, that's good. So we're going to be coming in through here, Timber, then in TR003, coming in on here, CF26 left, FF26 left, and coming in on runway 26 left. That's all fine. Make it brighter, can we make it dimmer? Yes, we can. Make it brighter, that's quite cool. Terminal charts. So I don't know why I list. No, initialize flight. Maybe it's because I haven't got that bit set up. Can you do system page? Can you do settings for it? We're not by the looks of it. It's sort of turning. Yep. Oh, I think that's actually coming out of our star now. So let me check that on the FMC. Legs. Yeah. So now we've got the long waypoint at the moment. So that'll be, what's that, 200 nautical miles? Yeah, see, like, by the time we hit the next one, we're about to hit the top of descent on that. So it shouldn't be more than like half an hour until we hit the top of descent, or at least like 20 minutes until the top of descent, which is really quick. Got some real speed. Yeah. So our cruise type is ECON, so that's not a problem at all. So just mess up. Right, so yeah, our cruise today is ECON, so that should make it fine. And the cruise level, it says 180, but that was our transition level. So our main one is 34,000 feet, which we should hit, which we should have already hit, by the way. But because we had the break at 18,000 with ATC. Looks like we're on the right flight path vector as well. And coming up nicely. What's that there? What have we got? 737. Let's see what air traffic we got. Anything interesting? A380. Not bad. I mean, the models aren't very good, but like it is quite cool having it in. Oh, it's even smart enough to have 4 contrails, which is good. What else we got? So 757. It's like Condor. Don't see many of them around. Looks like it's near Geneva. That's not near Zurich, is it? No, not by the looks of it. What else have we got? Anything interesting? DA20. Oh, that is not the best model I've seen in a while. Oh god, that looks. What else? We've got a lot of business jets actually. A lot of business jets. So that's what Falcon 50. That's on the ground. Where is that? Don't know where that is. That's not Geneva. No, it's not Geneva. I don't know where that is actually. I'm guessing probably like Bern or somewhere. What else have we got? Legacy 600. That's a nice one. Same airport. So I guess that's just a business jet airport. CRJ 700. Hop. Classic. Did I see an A220 on there? No, just A320. A319, Lufthansa. It's a shame because it doesn't tell you what the routes are for them, unless you are close to them. Which the A380, it seems like I'm close to. Where is that? Is that near Geneva? Is that near Zurich at all? Yes, it's above it. So that could actually just be like behind me. Probably same altitude. Where is Zurich? On my screen. It's not too close by. I'll know if I go on to here. Zurich? Where is it? It's like Lake Geneva. How have I lost it? I'm very confused as to where it's gone. I can't believe I've actually lost Zurich. Oh, there it is. Is that it there? Straight behind me. No, that's not it. I'm trying to find out where the A380 is going. Oh, is this it over here? Could be it. Nice and blue zone. That looks like it's coming towards me. 8.2. No, it's. Oh, it's it. That's going further. I'm trying to think what this A380 is. I'm trying to find me in reference to it. Oh, it's come off my thing now. Let's see, Boeing 777-300, Turkish Airlines. What else we got? 777-300 as well, another Turkish Airlines. And you got the 777-200, which is coming behind it, which looks like KLM. Is that the one behind it? Yeah, that's the one. And then near that as well, we've got a United one, which is probably going to push from Germany or somewhere. Whoa, what's going on there? British Airways, Ryanair, Air Europa, got a lot of GA aircraft. All quite low to the ground actually. I mean, even the ones that are in the air. It's great so I can do it. That's one of the good things I like about the live air traffic. But yeah, I was thinking about getting the what's it called, the immersion package for the 787. I think it's really good. I mean, it'd be great for like rainy departures when you get some of the engine and the wing condensation. So it'd be a great addition, because I mean I've already got it on the 777, and of course the 777, even though it's one of my favourite aircraft, it's still not really as good as the 787. So I think the 787 will probably benefit from the immersion package more than the 777, because it'd be like the full aircraft then, because you got like everything working. That's why it'd also be good on the 747 by PMDG, which again I need to fly on stream, because there's so many aircraft that I just haven't flown on stream. What have we done? So we've done the 777, A320, A319. No, I don't even think we've done the A319. I think we've literally just done 777 and A320 over 4 streams. So I think for stream 5, we're on 787. So we still need to do 747, maybe 767 if I get the chance. Also A330. And I've got the quality wing 757, but I'm thinking about maybe buying the Captain Sim one, because apparently that's a lot better than the quality wings one. So right, so I'll be back in about 2 minutes. I'll be back in around 2 minutes, but for now I'm just going to put cinematic mode on, get some good views going, and hopefully I'll see you in a couple of minutes. Please stick around, because the landing should be really good, because we're using Genosoft Gatwick, which is very highly detailed, and I've already tested it with the 787. The frames are great, so please stick around for that, and I'll see you in a few minutes. Right, and I'm back. So, oh, that's something I forgot to do. Got to turn off cinematic. That's fine. Right, so whereabouts are we? Let's check where we are on the ICAS. Okay, so we're about 320 miles out, which is quite quick actually. I think we started off about 480. So we've come down. Well, we're basically a third of the way through a flight. Of the flight, not a flight. Let's check the plan menu, see what's happening on here. So, plan. Okay, that's just where we are at the moment. We click next. No. Map. See what airports are clear nearby. So, got stuff like. Let's see if I can recognise any. ELLX. Got Luxembourg close on our right. We've also got. Well, so I'm looking further in the distance because I think we might go to Paris. I think that is Paris, about 160 miles in the distance. LFPM, LFP. I think that could be LFPG there. I mean, it's a big cluster with LFP, so I'm guessing that's Paris. LFPV, LFPG. Yeah, that's definitely LFPG down there. So down to the left, what have we got? LFLC. I think that's Italy, isn't it? LFSX. LFSI. Well, we'll see what we're coming up on. We'll look at this. We'll look at this one here. So I'll look that one up actually. So LF. The one was about what? It says it's not available. LFOK. Paris Vatry Chalon Airport. Yeah, nothing that I know. LFPM. It's not on there. What's going on? LFPO, that's Paris Orly. I thought I was LFD8 then. Yeah, LFPO, that's Paris Orly. So we'll probably see that coming up on our left in a minute. We'll get a lot of air traffic that we can take a little look at over there. Anything else? Airbus A330 Delta 300. That's a dash 300 as well. So that's quite a good catch. Well, I say that's a good catch. That's normal for them, I think. Right, so we'll turn off the airports for a little minute. Actually, no, we'll keep them on just so we know what we're coming close to. What other aircraft have we got out here? So we've also got A321, which is British Airways. Ooh. That's something I wish British Airways did. This model here is using the CFM engines, but normal British Airways A320 use the IAE engines, which I don't like. I don't like IAE engines. I only really like CFM engines. See, this is what it looks nice on. Like the A319 with CFM engines. I'll try and find one with IAE. I doubt they've got IAE engines. Yeah, EasyJet, they use CFM engines. So this is what a normal EasyJet A319 would look like. Or does that say it's an A3? No, A319. A330-200, Turkish Airlines. Surprised that's not a cargo one, because most of their Dash 200s are cargo variants. What else? Anything? Legacy 600, that's pushing back. I think that's the same one from earlier. Ryanair 737. What else have we got? Ryanair 737 again. I like how it says winglets, as if like Ryanair doesn't go for winglet ones sometimes. What else we got? GKKXX. That's EasyJet, which isn't even there. Whoa, is that something close by in front of it? Whoa! I wasn't expecting that one actually. Let's try and get. No, that's not the right A321. Is this the right one? No. What else we got? We got this one. Yeah, this is it. Might have to capture that as a screenshot. I'll also screenshot. Is this the one behind it? No, it's not. Is this the one behind it? No, it's this one that's behind, isn't it? KXXX. I think technically they might be the same aircraft because literally they're turning at the same time. They're almost at the same point. I think maybe I'll see what route they're doing. A320 0.3. It doesn't say on here, does it? I might need to change that in general information. Say route on there. Flight plan. Yeah, that should say it. Yeah, LIRF to Amsterdam. Say on this one. Oh, LIMC to Amsterdam. So actually they're not the same aircraft. That's surprising. Let's see where this A319 is going from and to. Going to get. Oh, that one's going to Gatwick too. That'll be to there. I'm actually going to keep that. GKDJI. I'm gonna note that one down actually. See if we get there before it. I'll note that down in my notes app. What was the call sign for it again? So notes and aircraft. It's gonna be what is it again? Just says it on here. No, it doesn't. It is GKG, so G-KDJI. KDJI. Although it's GEZAA, the actual model number. So I'll put that one. I'll put that in as well, just in case. G-EZAA. Right, that's fine. So we'll go through that. Is that behind me? Oh no, that was behind the other one, wasn't it? No, it wasn't. Keep getting that wrong. A319. What aircraft is behind? That is behind. Oh, that's behind the A330-200. If I look at this, should be an A319 creeping up on it. From this side. Yeah, there we go. So this is going down. What's that, 32,000 feet going to Paris. So I should be able to see that soon. If that's coming down to Paris. Which is near me, I believe. Let's check where Paris is. Right, one thing we're actually going to do is I'm going to speed this up a bit. Move this. We're at Mach 8.2, we're going to go to Mach 8.7. There we go. Get a bit of speed in there. Get there a bit quicker. Yeah, Paris should be just forward on the left. So we're about... how far from it? About... no, not up, we're going to go down. So about 78 miles from it, which is coming down quickly. But yeah, so one of the things I really like about Quality Wing 787 is basically just the outside model. Not just the outside model, but I think these outside models are modelled really, really well compared to other aircraft in their field. Like, that's one thing I think they excel at. The flight deck could be improved in certain places. Like, even though on my graphic settings we're at, well, it should be an ultra texture resolution. I don't know why it's on just medium. Yeah, even when it's like this, like, it's hard to read some of these ones here unless you are quite close to it. But the overhead panel is a bit better, but yeah. Not like I can't read any of these down here. I can hardly read. I know what these all are, so that's fine. Like LNAV, VNAV. I know what these all do, but if I didn't, I wouldn't be able to read them. Just like these, I don't know what these do. I'm guessing these are the heaters, but I have no clue what they say. Like, yeah, foot, shoulder, chart, work table. You can't read that from up there. That's one of the problems I have. Whereas other aircraft like PMG, I think Aerosoft kind of had the same problem as well. That's another thing. Like, it's hard to read it from here, but when it's up on here, it's fine. Maybe it's just about how far you are as opposed to where you are, or how good your graphics are. See, when you're up here, that's fine. You can read that perfectly. Like, it actually looks really nice from over here. Another issue I have is with the FMC. I know it's there's nothing much I can do, or they can do, because of course it's a glass one. but sometimes I feel like there's a bit of input lag with the actual touchscreens. The buttons themselves are all fine. Like if I touched ABC, it would come through almost instantly, like A, B, C, D, E. Like that's all fine. But then sometimes I feel like there's a bit of input lag with the screens. Like you can see as I'm hovering my mouth over, like they lag a little bit, especially when you press them. Like this, I feel like this isn't as responsive. It's nothing to do with performance. Like performance, it's not actually laggy. It's just the screen itself lags a bit when you hover your mouse over it. But yeah, so it's just oh hello, what was that? That was a A321. That's this one. What? It said A321 just then. Right, we'll try this one. Should see 787. Okay, maybe it is the one I saw before. Aha, no, this was it. Finnair A321. Yeah. Right, I'm starting to wonder if I can see Paris. Yeah, there we go. There's Paris over there. Let's see if we can see the airports. Oh no, that's not what we wanted. That's great though. Like Orbit's global. Like looking at that, it's like really, really good ground textures. Yeah, we're coming up on Paris now. Coming straight onto it. No, we're coming kind of like left towards it. But yeah. It's got the whole guy there. I like how it loads chunks in like certain areas. Like you can see I've got Orbix Global, but this is the area of Orbix Global that's loaded at the moment. So I found that quite good. And that's how they save on performance. So instead of loading the whole world of this, you're loading this area of this, and like each one of these little squares here is like a chunk, and it loads. A bit like Minecraft, loads of the chunks as they need to be loaded in. Like these ones will go soon, and new ones will come along on this side. It's almost like putting this half, flipping it onto this side, and then keep doing the same thing, like taking this layer off, so this one, this one, this one, and then come down here, and just putting it all onto this side, or this side. Yeah, look, it's just, yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. It's just done that because we're coming out of that area. So that's how like Minecraft loads as well. Like, of course, it'll load certain chunks of the world. Yeah, I'm glad it did that when I was saying that. It's like a great example. What's that? OJAI. That's probably going to be not an EasyJet, a British Airways. Let me guess. Yeah. And where am I? Ah, there we go. I'm parallel to it. See, we're actually going to cross paths by the looks of it, because if he's like over, yeah, I can see his contract. He's here, I'm here, but Gatwick is here and Heathrow's here, so we're actually going to have to like cross each other, which is good. Okay, are we coming closer to descent? Yeah, we are. That's only 80 miles away. Yeah, just over 80, around 80 miles. I can't say if it's closer or further than that, because of course it's got the turn in there, so I'm guessing it's further. But yeah, so what's this? We can put the blinds on. I want to do a 787-10, but I want to. Oh yeah, of course you can move the seats, and I forgot. One of the ones I want to do is I want to do a United 787-10. I want to do a cross-country flight or a transatlantic flight. So I want to use the Quality Wing 787-10 in the new or the old United livery, and I want to go from New York, I think it's Newark, not JFK. Yeah, they don't fly from JFK, so it's Newark, either to Los Angeles or somewhere in Europe. Yeah, so but by like the transatlantic flights, I mean like it's not always your big ones. Like sometimes you get Heathrow, or you get, but it's mainly like some of the smaller ones. Like you see them going to places like Munich, Dublin, Edinburgh. I don't know if they do Manchester. No, I don't think they do Manchester, but they do like the weirder transatlantic flights. Not weirder, just smaller airports. So you don't really see them going on routes to like Paris or Frankfurt, or you see them going to Zurich. That's another one. But it's like not your usual ones, because of course they fly like the 777s, like the big, like high capacity aircraft. I'll go and have a check on my flight radar now. So what have we got? There's nothing really close to me at the moment, because I live in a place where like the last place, it's like the furthest place from an airport in the whole of England. I think the closest airport to me is either Luton or East Midlands, and sometimes you get cargo aircraft that fly over near where I live, but that's about it. So what I was saying with the United Dreamliners is they do domestic flights as well to Los Angeles from New York. What we got there? It looks like we're racing a British Airways A320. Let's go and check that one out. So yeah, there we go. It's just behind it. Oh yeah, see look, it's doing that cross I was just saying about. So he's going to cross over us as we go down into Gatwick. What else have we got? What other aircraft? We've got 777-200 Emirates. Where's that going to? That's going from Newark to, I think that's Cyprus by the looks of it. LGAV. Let's check that. LGAV, that is Athens. That's the one. Yeah. What else we got? A318. Did I just say? Yeah. Oh, Air France. Yeah. I was going to say, you don't normally see A318s unless it's Air France or British Air. British Airways only fly it to New York, so that's one you don't really see very often. Oh, why does it keep doing that? Yeah. Right, so we should have Paris here on our left. We see Charles de Gaulle Airport. That's why we've got so much traffic, because of course about 3 main airports really close to each other in Paris. So where's Charles de Gaulle? That will be around here somewhere. This city, but there it is. It's down there. Its runways haven't loaded in yet, but it's this chunk of grass over here. Probably see it from up here. Yeah, this is Paris Charles de Gaulle. This, I believe, is Paris Orly, which I don't understand why they have 2 of Paris's main airports like really close to it. Yeah. Oh no, that's Le Bourget. Sorry. Orly is in the south of Paris, which I believe is around here somewhere. It's around here. So of course you've got Charles de Gaulle, Le Bourget, Paris Orly. Yeah. So now we're coming up on our top of descent, and we need to go ahead and get the approach sorted. So let's go and check off it on the FMC to see what our localizer level is for when we. No, not localizer, sorry, glide slope level is. So what we need to catch the glide slope by 7,000 feet. So we'll put 7,000 into it. We're not going to put 16,000. We'll just put 7. So scroll down to 7,000. That's all good. And Mach 8.8 is still going strong by the looks of it. So once we hit airbell, we can go ahead and press descend now. And now that. Look, by the looks of it, we should have a straight descent onto the air. Yeah, I can see that. So we go straight down, make a little right turn, then make a little left turn, and we're right on course. And we're at 312 at the moment. I mean, if we kept going, we'd probably be halfway down the glide slope before I turn left. So it is possible if we just did straight and then turn left, but we need the right turn just to make sure we get early enough. Right, everything's looking good up here. We've kept the passenger signs on the whole flight. We don't really. It's only about, what's it, like half an hour, 45-minute flight. I mean, we probably should have them turned off by now, but it's not an issue. Definitely not. But yeah, so the, I do really want to try the 787-10, and it seems like a good aircraft. The 787-9, one of the reasons I don't really fly it is because it just seems like the proper normal 787, almost normal in a bad way. Like this one, it looks quite, I don't know how to say it, but it looks like quite wide almost, because it's quite a short aircraft, being like the Dash 8 version. It looks quite like a short aircraft, whereas the 787-9 looks normal, but then the 787-10 that looks really long. I don't know why, just the 787-9 just looks like it's the right proportions, but the 787-8 doesn't, and it looks quite cool. Like, it looks quite wide for its length as well. But yeah, then again, it's the complete opposite with the 787-10. It looks too wide. I mean, it looks too thin for its length, or it looks too long for its width, if you want to say that. But yeah, I do like the 787-8. And then again, I do like the 78. I like all 787s. I do prefer Airbus. I'm just saying that now. Of course, dream job, Emirates A380 pilot. There's nothing I'd rather do. But of course, if I can't, because every day it's looking more and more unlikely I'll be able to do that. I was going from Paris to, what was that, Chicago? Yeah, KRD. Whoa, hello. What's that? 777-200 going from Paris to Miami. Looks like a bit of formation flying there. So these are great screenshot moments from the traffic, because I've seen some weird ones already today. There's a lot moving on the ground. What else we got? We've got an A380s coming. No. Got 777-200, or just a 3. Oh, nice 300 cargo. That's not a thing. 777-300 cargo, not real. That's going from Paris to Doha, but it should be a passenger variant, not cargo. Right, so I'm gonna go ahead and set up the approach, because we're only, what is that, 5 miles out? Shouldn't be more than 10 miles out. Yeah, well, yeah, it's just around 10 miles out. So go ahead and select approach. So legs, no, that's not it. VNav. Go to the next page. Forecast, descent now. Won't let us. Why won't it let us? Maybe it does it automatically. Oh, there we go. We're now within 10. It should. Won't let us do it. Speed restraints. I guess just still the same, 240 at 10,000. Pause distance from destination off. That's all fine. Set now, will it let us? No, it'll just do it automatically. So, no, we'll go flight level change and VNav. So now we're on the approach. I'm going to go over to the EFB. Check the performance. I forgot which auto brake I put on. Show landing. I put on. Oh, it was on there, but I think it was max auto brakes, because we're not going to be using any reverse thrusters today. So go for max auto. So auto brakes max. Turn this off. We don't need any airports, do we? That's on anyway, so we'll turn it off. Switch the ICAS. Take that off. Yeah, there we go. We're right on course for it. Get the head-up display down. And we'll check the overhead panel. Passenger signs are on, APU's off. Hydraulics are working, fuel is working. That's all good. Everything looks fine in the flight deck. It is quite a cool flight deck as well, the 787, because of course it's all glass. You've got big wide LCD displays. What else have you got? You've got like automatic mobile chairs. Like if I click the back of this, it goes inwards. Of course, normally with most aircraft, you'd have to grip the handle, hold the handle at the front, and pull yourself inwards. I mean, you could keep it. Oh, you can even do that on the quality rental. But yeah, also got head-up displays. It's quite cool as well because if you you can only really see it if you're at the right angle. So it just looks like a piece of glass, but then, right, Eric, how you doing? See you later. It just looks like a piece of glass, but then when you get the right angle, you can see what's displayed on it. So, what happened? Oh, there we go. Right, so coming in at 31,000 feet, so we've already dropped 3, so that's fine. And let's check active sky. I want to get the approach conditions. So the pressure, let's refresh it quickly. Pressure is 1027. The wind is 220 at 7, which is already put into the FMC. So yeah, pressure is 1027. So we'll put that into, or actually, if it's 1027, it's 30.33. We'll put that one in actually. So it says we'll be going down to. We'll swing it up quickly. You might not be able to see it actually. What's going on? What's happening there? That's not what we're looking for. Let me try that again. Onboard chase plane. There we go. So let me get closer. Further down. Right. So it is. What did I say it was before that just happened? 30.33. So 30. Oh, this is another thing about quality wings. Their rotaries take so long. 30.33. We'll put that in once we get down to 18,000 feet. So it should be slowing us down automatically. The wing flex on this is insane. Like if you, even though it doesn't look like too much now, but when you watch it depart, the wings, they come like all the way up to here, which just looks insane. I've seen the. I think it was Magnite. It was either Magnite or Quality Wings. I was watching a stream when they were testing the 787 and the wing flex, and the wings can actually go. I know, actually, yeah, it's looking about that now. But the wings went right up to the height of the tail when they were doing like max stress testing. It was insane, and that is real as well. Like the wings of the 787, they can go as high as like halfway up the tail with their flex. Even right now, the wings are actually higher than the cabin, which I just find crazy, because that doesn't happen on any other aircraft unless it's like the 777 on a full weight, full pullback, going at full speed. Like when you're looking at a 787, it looks normal, but if you saw that on any other aircraft, it looked like the wings are about to break. Even with the A350, I don't even think the A350 has that much wing flex. I know it has a bit, like all aircraft have a bit of wing flex, that stops them from snapping off under high pressure. But yeah. Yeah. I think I've always wondered, on the 787s that Qantas used for their Project Sunrise test flights, did they use the what are they called? The General Electric engines, or do they use the Rolls-Royce engines? Because we never actually found out. Another thing I found out that's quite cool about, like this is all about 787, but British Airways, they've just got their 787-10. It says its age was January 2020, but it only got delivered last week, and it's about a week delivered, and its first flights are cargo flights. Like it actually hasn't got a cabin yet. It's been delivered without a cabin because it's just being used for cargo. So that's quite cool. At the moment, it's flying from Heathrow to Dallas. You've got a few airlines like they're starting to pick up. I know it sounds a bit weird, like picking up customers, but they are starting to. It's a bit like the A350-1000. They're starting to gain more and more customers, like per month or per year. So what have you got? We've got British Airways, KLM, United Airlines. You've also got Singapore Airlines, Etihad Airways, is it Ever Air or Eva Air? The one from Taiwan. They've got one, and now one thing I've just realised, which I've never actually seen before, is Vietnam Airlines. They've got two 787-10s, Vietnam Airlines, which apparently they were delivered or they were built in August 2019. which it's weird because I've never seen them before. Maybe they only got delivered a couple of months ago. I don't know. A350-1000, that's another one to look at, because of course Qatar have got loads. Like it's a bit of a shame because there's so many customers that have ordered the A350-1000, but it seems like when a customer gets one, they start to get loads. Like, of course, Qatar got one, and then 2 months later, Qatar had like 10, and Cathay Pacific received their first one, and then about a year later, British Airways received their first one, and Qatar had like 30, I think it was, and Cathay Pacific had 15, 20, and now British Airways have got 5 or 6 at the moment. What's this one? This is XWB-E. So yeah, that's their 5th one at the moment. They've got flying. They've also got, because that's one of the things. That's one of the things you'll notice in a lot of aircraft, like their British Airways with their A350-1000s. The registration numbers is G for England, and then it's XWB for the aircraft, and then it goes A, B, C, D, and then forward. So A was the first, B was the second, C was the third, so on. So this one's XWB-E, so that's the 5th one. Virgin Atlantic haven't really gone the same route. They've got G-V Jam, so G is England, dash V for Virgin, and then Jam, so JAM. That's their one. And then their other one is G-V, so England, Virgin Atlantic, LUX, Lux. What else have they got? They got this one here, G-V, POP, P-O-P. Whereas Qatar, they've kind of done the same thing as British Airways, but of course they haven't done it as well. So their A350-1000s, so A7, that's Qatar, and then their registration is A-N, so N means A350-1000, so A7 dash A, so A7 dash A means Qatar, and A means A350. The N means A350-1000, I believe. Yeah, by the looks of it. Yeah, A7A, and they've done the same thing. So A7, ANA, ANB, ANC, AND, all the way to ANK at the moment, which is 11. AL, by the looks of it, I think that's A350-900s, or that's an amount of them. So ALA, ALB, ALC. I think that's sometimes quite smart with fleets as well. I don't know if Cathay Pacific have done this as well. Oh, I think they have. B-LX, XL, LX. Yeah, there we go. Yes, their A350-1000s come in LX, and then the letters, so LXA, LXB, LXC, LXD. We've got LXI, LXH, so it goes up to I, goes to L actually, sorry, LXL. So what's that? 12 A350-1000s. But yeah. Right, so now we're coming down into London. I'm going to switch the QNH off of standard to 2033. I'm going to go back to onboard chest, but I don't know why I've done that. 747, ooh. Let's check that out. A350. There we go. Let's see where this is going. I think this is the same one. IMDb to EGL. Yes, that's going to Heathrow. What else? It said a 747 there. Yeah, this one is going from Heathrow to, what's that, Nairobi? LEIB. No, that's an A390. Where's the 747? HKJ. Yeah, so I'm right under it. Let's try and find it. No, that's 767. Oh no! It's stressful. I should be right under it actually. There we go. There I am. I do like having live traffic on because it is quite interesting to see what will come in there, or what's close by as well. So, got a lot of A320s, a couple of, what's that, 767? What's that, Condor going from Frankfurt by the looks of it? Was that Frankfurt? Yeah, Frankfurt to MUVR. I'm going to check out what that is quickly, and then we'll stay in the cockpit. MUVR. MUVR. Show on map. Oh, that's Havana by the looks of it. Yeah, that's Havana, or one of Havana's airports. What is that? A339. Really? Wait, what's 339? I swear 339 is an A330-900. I want to see what airlines are flying that as well, because that's also like a newish one that's come out recently-ish. And I keep saying like ish and that because in aviation terms it's new, but in others it's not. Are we sure I'm not too high? Unable to maintain VNAV descent. Okay, yeah, that's fine. I'll get the landing lights on. Slow us down a bit. Yeah, see, we're a bit of a... don't know what's happened there, but it seems like we're descending a bit too much. Fuel low in centre, that's fine, we're not empty though yet. Okay, so one thing we can do is we can change. So yeah, we're going to hit 7,000 soon, so it's not like we're going to be too close. The next one we need to descend to is 2,000 feet. So I'll put that in now actually. 2,000, enter that in. Or actually we'll hit flight level change and then VNAV. I want to do speed manually though, so I can do that. Oh there we go, click it. We'll set us down to 200. Actually we'll do 180. That's all fine. Put in flaps 1. That's just slats. Right, perfect. They've come down fully.
Approach checklist.
Right, we are... Does that mean above or below? I keep forgetting. I'll swap the autocast again. Just because I want to see it in big. I think it means we're high. Right, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, we're coming down a bit. So yeah, it looks like we're high at the moment, which you don't want to be. If anything, I'd rather be low at this time. I'd always rather be too low than too high, especially if. Mainly it's just because it wastes time if you're too high, because then you'll have to do like a 360 and it'll just take another 5 or 10 more minutes. And of course, in the grand scheme, if you're doing like a 10-hour flight, I don't know, 10-15 minutes is not. But when you're doing a short flight, especially if you're with an airline like EasyJet, you don't want to be high. You don't want to be higher than you should be. Right, that's 10:32 now. Okay, it looks like we're right on the glide slope, so that's perfect. Still a bit off of the localizer, but we're not even meant to be aligned yet, so we're all good. Can I see the airport from here? Oh god. I'll put in 5 degrees of flaps. Gonna remove the speed brakes. You know what, we'll wait a minute. That looks like it's stable. Oh, that's come up perfectly. Still a bit low on that. Put on a little bit of speed brake. Right, we're all good for landing. Auto brakes, are they set? Yep, auto brakes is set. Still saying fuel low in centre, but it will say that until they're empty, which shouldn't really be before landing.
Ladies and gentlemen, in preparation for landing, please return all seat backs and tray tables to their upright and stowed positions.
It's a bit weird because, of course, this aircraft isn't what you'd normally use for a route like this, because, of course, you've got business class. Like, you wouldn't normally find business class that you would be able to get on a long haul flight on something like a 1.5 hour flight or an hour long flight. Right, we'll bring this down to 155. Do a bit of speed braking. Bring that down to 10. Okay, so now the speed's coming down. I'm not gonna put in 50. I don't think I need to put in 50. We'll put it in now. We'll put in 50 degrees. Now I'm just wondering if I can see the airport yet. Yeah, it's just there. So that's all good. Right, that's fine. I want to try and... Yeah, there we go, we'll arm it. We'll arm the speed brakes for arrival. Yeah, when we put the gear down, we won't need to put any speed brakes in at all, so... So, everything's fine for approach. TCAS is fine. Looks like that. It's not even moving. So, okay, so what's going to happen now is we are going to come left into here, we're making left traffic, and we'll remove the, what was this final landing speed again, so we'll go to the performance, 145, so we've still got 10 knots off our landing speed. And I'm wondering if we should put in 20 degrees. No, we don't need 20 degrees just yet. See, look, this is what I like about Orbix Global. Like, the ground textures are brilliant. I mean, yeah, they are just great. I want to. This is why I can't wait for the new Microsoft Flight Simulator, because it's just going to look brilliant. Like, realistic ground textures with 3D, like everything 3D, buildings, trees. Basically flying in Google Earth that's better than Google Earth. So yeah, right, we're about to make our left turn, so I'll set the range down to 5, and then we could probably turn it down in another second as well. Yeah, we'll do that now. So we're at 2.5 on our navigation display. No, why does it keep doing that? It's because I keep touching this bit. When it should just allow me to do shift 2. Like, shift 2. That's fine. Right, we're about to make our left turn onto final. And then once that's done, we'll align the localizer and set the glide slope. Because we are allowing ourselves to use an ILS landing. Why does it keep doing that? It's my mouse. It's my mouse. It's not even the aircraft, it's just my mouse. Like, keeps doing like little clicks, which are really annoying. I need to get a new mouse and keyboard soon. I want to get potentially like an RGB one, which should be good. Right, there's the airport on the left. Right, coming down onto 2,000 feet. Right, 20 degrees. Flaps. It's a very open flight deck as well. I mean, you can even see from the front, like, the windows are massive. Right, we're on flaps 20. Should be a good landing. And we're about to start a left turn in about 3, 2, 1 now. Hey, perfectly timed, perfectly timed. Right, gear down.
Flight attendant, please be seated for arrival.
Is that an A380 in the background? I think I just saw an A380 in the background. There's two. One coming into Heathrow and another landing. What is that doing? That's landing at Gatwick. What? I'm very confused. Right, localizer, approach. And we'll go ahead. I'm going to put this up because I don't really use this for landing, and we're going to go ahead for a manual landing. Right, so we're going to set the speed down to 145 because that's our final approach speed. Now, if anything gets on the runway, I'm just going to disable the live traffic because I'm landing. No doubt about it.
Landing checklist.
Right, flaps 25. That's lining up, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Hey, how it does this. I'm actually gonna. Can you clear the approach on this? I'll check. I'll check that now. ET live, clear approach. Flaps 30. Nah, still not moved it. I'm gonna go ahead and disable live traffic then. Control Shift F12. No, that's not the right one. It's Control Shift T, isn't it? Toggle aircraft. Yeah, we just turned them off. Because of course that shouldn't be landing while we're trying to. I mean, that shouldn't be trying to take off while we're trying to land. Right, oh, you can see we've got the highway down below us.
500. 400.
Says we're too low, but I think that's just a broken pappy.
300.
Right, it's fine.
Approaching minimums. Minimum slope.
Continue.
200. 100.
Whoa, hello.
50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
And a bit long here. And touchdown. That was a greaser. Oh no, I don't know why I've done that. We're not using reverse thrust. We're just using auto brakes.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Right, that's fine.
we
Get
will
them
be
down.
taxiing for the next few minutes, so please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened
Right.
until the captain
Once brakes
turns off the
released,
fasten seatbelt sign.
we can go ahead
At
and
that time, please remember to
get
check
ultimate
around
traffic
the
light back up
seating
again.
area in the seat
Landing
pockets
lights can come off,
and overhead
strobe lights can
bins
come
for
off,
all
taxi lights can
personal
come on,
belongings that you brought off board. Please take care
fuel
when
pumps can come
opening
on,
the overhead
APU can come
bins,
on.
as the contents may have shifted during flight.
Yeah, that's fine. Right, so we're going to take the standby runway as a taxiway. Right, here we go. Let's see if ultimate traffic lights restart again. It should have done. Yeah, it has. That's fine. Right, so let's bring the range down here. Right, take a sharp turn here. This should work. This should work. It's a beautiful looking aircraft. Can't deny that. Yeah, so it's fine. We're going to go for a bit of a fast taxi, so we should get about 10, 15. No, not 10, 15. Probably at 25, 30 knots. What's that saying? Ground speed. We'll just use this for taxi just so we can see our ground speed nice and clear. Right, so we've got to choose our gate as well. It's going to be gate North Terminal, gate 53. We're not going to request to follow me, and we're going to be using Virgin Atlantic. Normally I'm pretty sure this would use Menzies, but don't know why it's not letting me this time. Right, so we're going to come off by near where the A380 is. We're going to try and come left around there. So I'm just doing like a takeoff roll. There we go. 40 knots is fine for this standby runway. See, look, we've got 787-9 there. It just looks like that looks like the right proportions, like the length for the width and the wingspan. Whereas this one, the fuselage just does look abnormally short. Right, slide it down to 20 knots, and we're going to come off left here. See, of course, I'd rather be flying that A380 over there than the 787, but what can you do? There is no A380 for P3D. But yeah. Right, we'll bring a right round here. Okay, where's... Oh, it's the first one under the skywalk. Which is this big bridge over here. I've actually been over this one before, because when I've been to Dubai on the A380, because of course the A380 stand was like remotely built to fit it. It's over here, so you've got to walk all the way across here, up, take the escalators or the lift up there, go across, back down into the terminal. That's just to get to Baggage Reclaim. Oh, so sorry, we're in the second one. We're in the second one. Yeah, I'd rather be in the second one than the first. Right, slow it down. Gee, that's a lot of British Airways 777s. We're taking this turn off here. Should tell me which one's the 787 one, but right, let's have it lined up. Go right a bit. No, too far right. Left. Ah, just a little bit far. Almost. Right, cut the engines. cut them both. Go ahead and get the external power connected and the wheel chocks set. Get the forward cargo open, aft cargo open. Operate the jetways. We'll do it to 2 left. And we will go ahead and request deboarding. Connect the external power, turn off the APU, get the hydraulics off, fuel pumps off, beacon light can come off, IRSs can come off, window heats, they can come off too, packs and the ventilation can come off, the Zurich fans off, yeah, all of these can come off. See, in theory, I think we should have stopped on line number 2. But yeah. Right, shift to left 2 door. Right, that's perfect. So now we've got this all basically shut down. I'm going to go ahead and leave the stream here. Thank you to everyone who came out and watched this afternoon or this evening, and I hope to see you all soon. And I'll see you on the next one.